are learning the guitar here with Mr. Stan. It is good to see you guys. I love music. I love playing. I've been playing music all my life. I actually, I took piano lessons. You'll see pianos here behind me. I took piano lessons for years, and then I picked up the guitar probably when I was about 20, 21, 22 years old, and kind of messed around with it. I got serious about the guitar about 10 years ago. So I love the guitar. It's just a fun instrument. The reason I picked up the guitar is because I was a youth pastor and I wanted something just to take to the campfire, take to youth camp or to these small groups that we were doing. Something simple. A piano is kind of hard to take around. Guitar is so easy. So I just kind of picked it up to play some basic worship music and kind of hang out with the kids. So I have learned to love the guitar. I love playing it, I love teaching it. I feel like I'm a pretty good musician, but I'm an okay guitar player. So it's not like I'm a genius, so I'm so good at this, you can't do it, but I definitely can. Not at all. You guys can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. It's not that hard. We've learned the E minor chord. We've learned the different, just the different kind of the outlining of the guitar, the body, the neck, the head. We've learned the E minor chord, which is right here. Kind of that dark kind of sound. We're going to learn the ladder today. We're going to take our two fingers, just like we did on the E minor chord. I always start on the 3rd fret. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start right here on the top. And what this is going to do is going to work out this these fingers. It's also going to kind of have fun with this pick down here, because I'm going to be playing, let me see, the 3rd fret, and I'm playing it down with my pick. And then I'm going to the 4th fret and playing up with my pick. You see that? So let's just do that back and forth. I'm just going down, up, 3, 4, 3, 4, down, up. You got it? So we're going to do that exact thing all the way down the guitar, like we're walking down the ladder, and then we're going to try to walk back up the ladder. So watch this. So I'm going to do the down, up on that top string, E. Here's that A. B. I'm just going down, up, all the way down. You see it? It's not too hard. So I'm just doing that down, up motion on every single string, that 3, 4 on every single string. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing backwards. Go right back up. One of my best students I've ever had around our school. We've had our school's been around for 11 years at the recording of this video. I've had hundreds of students. We had over 400 students just last year. God's really blessed us. But one of my best students I've ever had, his dad would always make him stare at the wall when he played. He'd always say, stare at the wall, stare at the wall. And he got to the place where he never looked at his fingers, and he became an amazing, amazing player. Even he was like 7th, 8th grade. He was just all over the fretboard. So that's always a good practice, is to try to play without looking at your fingers. So as I said, I looked at my fingers. It's fun. A fun guitar. So that's called the ladder. We're using our main fingers. Now let's try to flip and use our middle fingers. So I've been on the 3rd and 4th fret, and I'm going to flip up to the 4th and 5th fret. Again, it doesn't really matter where you play. You can play all the way up here. It doesn't matter. We're just going to, the main thing is the technique is what we're talking about. So here's the same exact idea. It gets a little bit tougher as you go to your next fingers. You see that? So again, we're using our main fingers. Then we went to our middle fingers. Let's try our little fingers. Now our little fingers, let me see, I was on the 3, 4. Then I moved to the 4, 5. Let's move to the 5, 6. And again, it doesn't really matter where you move. Oh wow, those little fingers, those are the tough ones. Your pinky is not used to doing a lot. It's kind of a lazy finger. So you might have to really work to get a good sound. A good sound out of those small fingers. If you're not getting a good sound, or if you're getting this, let's see, that thoop, thoop. You hear that thoop, thoop, thoop? It means you're not pressing hard enough. And I let me encourage you just for a minute. When I first started playing guitar, I felt like I could really get it because I was pretty good at the piano and I understood music. I was like, oh, I'll get this so quick. And I mean, I could not get a chord out. It's like I would play, it's like, and I hated that. I get so frustrated. And I don't know what happened. I just kept pushing and kept working and kept practicing. And it's like all of a sudden one day it just worked. It's like it just sounded clean. And so something in those little tiny muscles as you're working them out, especially doing the ladder. And the ladder is such a good workout. It's a good workout. It's a good stretch. Just like if you were going to run, to do a little run or a workout, you're going to stretch. Same thing with guitar. It's so important to stretch and to work those fingers out, work those muscles out. But the more you do that, I promise you, your fingers just all of a sudden just get stronger, and they just start working. I'm playing right on the tips of my fingers. You see that? You see the little lines there? Those are success lines, is what I call them. You want lines right on the tips. You don't want to play on the pads of your fingers. You want to play right on the tips. It will hurt. A little thing that we used to do. We would actually put. I shouldn't even tell you this, but we put like super glue on the ends of our fingers to keep it from hurting so much, and that worked for a little bit. But then of course that glue would wear off. What you're trying to do as you work on your guitar and as you practice, you're trying to build little calluses up on your fingers, and eventually once you build those up, you won't hurt at all. So we have learned how to do the ladder. We've learned the E minor chord. We've learned about the guitar. Our next session, let me see, I've got it written down here. We are adding the A minor chord. We're going to do something called the Western, a little Western song I learned from Mr. Jeshua a few years ago. So it's a super fun song. I'll see you guys next time.